Alright, well, here we are again. I felt like I haven't done anything in a while, so figured I'd just start a new video here. I continue my playthrough of Powerwash 2 because it is the most satisfying game I have right now. Aside from Powerwash Simulator, aka Witcher 3. It's a big truck. I mean, it's gonna be big because it's a mining truck, but it's a big truck. Well, how's the white doing this? Not bad. Let me see the sun. Sorry, I've had that stuck in my head ever since the human version came out of it. You know, the thong song. But make it churchy. Because I joked that when I first heard it and then I found out it was AI, I'm like, well, no longer listen to this. Because that sort of AI is not what I'm about. Okay, so I still need to be slow if I want to do it this way. It's not a bad topic to start off with. AI. Mainly generative AI. Like, it's just bad all round, really. It means you're letting a robot do a job that people should be getting paid for doing. Like, that's all well and dandy for shit that nobody wants to do, but artists exist. Like, they love making their art, that's why they do it. But a lot of them don't make a lot of money while doing it. In a way, it means is that instead of making a little bit of money, you're making no money. And that just doesn't sit right with me, you know? Especially seeing as I have friends that are in that sort of industry, where they are creators of a sort. I did definitely not count myself as that because AI could do a much better job than me in doing this shit. Especially because, you know, they would actually edit the stuff instead of what I do. Just upload raw footage because I hate the sound of my voice. But we've been over that. No need to rehash that. Yeah, originally I was going to upload AC Odyssey footage next, but when I started that, I just started it by saying I would record all story beats and keep all the exploration stuff, or most of the exploration stuff, off camera. But doing that kind of made it feel like work, and that's not why I was doing this. Because I don't want my gaming to become work. That just seems miserable. So I kind of took a step back because I didn't feel like playing it. And in that time I found Witcher 3 on sale for like, I think $10 in the PlayStation Store. So I'm like, oh, that'll do me. One more. I have extra long stuff now. I have bought all the upgrades for this particular washing machine. Thought I missed that. So I might just not upload the first 2 episodes I did and then start recording again once I get over The Witcher. I'll probably finish The Witcher before I get sick of it again. It's a good game. I don't get what everyone complains about. Like, the main complaints I see is like, oh, the combat's bad. It's like, the combat's fine. Like, it makes sense. I don't know what more you could want. also know that I'm not the best judge of that sort of stuff because I'm simplistic. If I enjoy something, I enjoy it. I'm not a critic. A critic. I don't have critiques that are worth a damn. I wish more people would realize that before they open their mouths and start saying shit. I'm not saying that critique is wrong. I'm just saying the people I hear saying it aren't anybody that are worth listening to. Like I don't go looking for it, but I've not seen like an actual game critic come out and say anything bad about it. That's just my 2 cents worth on that subject. Okay, let's do this. It's too hard to be slow when you're trying to do things so far away. There we go, first ding. Despite 9% being done. Oh, I got one of these, that's cool. Should probably use it. There we go. Wondering why that one hadn't hit yet. Do the outside sides, and I'll go back on top. The sides, I just mean the little lip part there. Because it's all connected. I'll see. It's like I'm methodical, but I'm also flighty. What I'm methodical about. Ooh. I might be able to go in here, but yeah, invisible walls. Kind of wish there would just be actual walls. Invisible walls kind of piss me off in games. Oh, I was also gonna try recording a different game, a couple of different times actually. First I was gonna try recording a Minecraft thing, but the mod pack I chose kind of crashed very early on, and that kind of killed any desire to continue at least with that mod pack. This is why I don't like the white, it's not very thorough. And green's a good, happy compromise with at least this power wash. Power washer. Do this. But other than Minecraft, I also just tried to, well not tried, I started recording StarCraft 2 because I was going to play a modded campaign, but the campaign I wanted to try doesn't work with the mod installer yet. I don't care enough to install it manually. I'd just wait. Don't know if you heard that, but Angel's happy that Mum's home. And I know it's highly unlikely, but for those that don't know me, Angel is the family's Great Dane that we have. She bonded hard to Mum. Definitely the favourite human. We are all just spinners. There we go. washing in real life was actually this satisfying. Kind of wish a lot of things in life were satisfying as they are in games. But yeah, kind of hard to be satisfying when your body gets tired while doing things. You don't get instant validation like the things. And pretty much everything in life costs money as you do it, instead of being a once-off purchase like a game is. Is that different? Yes, it is. Okay. Just notes what I'm going to do next. I swear my brain thinks a lot faster than my mouth talks, but my mouth doesn't get the memo, and it just says the words that my brain originally thought, and not the updated version. It's just normally I'm talking to people that are used to it and can make sense of my nonsense. Speaking of make sense of my nonsense, I did find out that apparently it's a thing with autism where we don't enunciate correctly a lot of the time, and that is often misconstrued as mumbling, even though we don't ourselves hear it. And that makes so much sense because I never have thought I've mumbled, and yet constantly being told I do. So yeah, it's kind of like my handwriting in a way, because not with other people's perspective of it, but how I perceive it. Because I can read my own handwriting fine, but others have trouble, and when I pay attention, I can and take my time. I can write extremely neat. It's just I never care to because there's no point half the time. What am I missing here? Because yeah, I've always known I had messy handwriting because it's a visible thing I can see the difference in. But my perception of my voice when I'm talking is a lot different to when I hear it back. And I never like hearing it back, so I don't do that, and how other people hear it. I missed a spot there, but it should ding out. So that is part of it. Sometimes the signs are different to the actual thing behind it. But seeing as I noticed it, I'm going to try using this. Okay, so that's how it starts. Did I do the entire side and this side? Or more of it? Okay. Time to get in my swing. Ding. I'm like following lines when I see them. I haven't done it a lot, but a lot of times when I'm playing solo, I will usually do a lot of the outlines of things before doing the mid-center of them, like this. Should have done that first, but you know, it's more like this part. Ding ding. goes on to a little bit better here. That's definitely below her. Yep. Yep. I forgot jumps tend to be flying off that. Oh, yeah, okay. I was confused for a second. Then I also forgot that you guys can't see me a confused face because I'm not recording that. This set now. I also can't sprint when holding things, which is really annoying. It's like it's not the end of the world, but it's annoying. Step means I'm more likely to get everything because it's smoother in a way. Smoother cleaning, not smoother movement, obviously. Did I finish at the other side? I don't remember. You know what I mean? You always miss things doing this. Doing it manually is always much better. Forgot that was a piece. Even though I just did it before. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Need to get higher. A ladder. Ta-da. I don't have a lot to talk about. It's part of the reason, another part of the reason why I haven't been recording anything. But me talking isn't really the point. Is it? Oh, it is. But the main point is always, you know, the feeling of playing games with friends, and they know how I play games. What the fuck? Why is there a... Okay. At ease. What do I want to do next? What do I want to do next? I think I want to do that part next, actually. Hello. There's a game I wish I didn't platinum off right before I started doing this. Days Gone. It's a really good game that deserves more attention. Like, people hated it when it came out, and I don't know why. Like, it has its buggy issues like every game does. So like massively buggy issues. I've experienced more bugs in the mastered than I have in the actual main game when I first came out. But the story's pretty decent. The gameplay's fun, if a little repetitive, because it's just you and your bike against the world of zombies, more or less. What's not to love about that? The dialogue is like my main issue with it. Like, it feels very forced a lot of the time. Like sometimes they'll reiterate points that they literally just said a moment ago. Like Deacon would talk to himself saying something he just said to someone else. Like I get it's a mechanic to get the player to know where they're going next and whatnot, but it's a little too hand-holdy for my liking. The standout still is definitely the bike. Being able to ride the bike in the apocalypse is pretty damn great. And at first it seems like in that game that it's hard to get enough money together for all the shit you need. Like, you gotta upgrade your bike, you gotta buy weapons and ammo. Or you don't have to buy weapons, I kinda just stick with the starting stuff until I found better stuff instead of buying it most of the time. But I also am very stealth oriented in my gameplay and don't care about that, and it's kinda hard to fight the hordes in that game without endgame gear. Not impossible, just hard. Because most of the time you won't have enough ammo until the end game. Especially after they up the horde sizes. Some of the smaller hordes, yeah, fine. It's like 100 or 200 odd zombies in them. Still terrifying the first time you come across one. Which is also pretty early in the game. They don't expect you to beat it at that time though, they just expect you to deal with the objective in the area and get the hell out. I think in the platinum playthrough I did, I actually beat that horde in the first horde you carried in the story before the story beat. So it was kind of funny having Deacon say, oh, gotta be careful. Or people mentioning the horde and I'm just there like, crap, it's already done. Good. Sometimes those are annoying because they want you to get every nook and cranny. While you're digging, of course, things are going to be dirty art. I get what you mean, but it is what it is. It's just giving me more work to do, which is a good thing. Let's try to do the roof. Multiple dings are always nice. Like, I don't try and set them up, but when they happen, they're French kiss. I thought that looked like it wasn't coming off. So. Oh yeah. there's so many different attachments now. Anyway, let's just soak this entire thing. I don't use the soap much because it kind of does make the rest of the game pretty easy. So all you have to do is touch it with the water and it disappears. But that's a good thing. Sometimes when you just want to get like the annoying granny stuff, like I thought that might have been that spending too much time on it, you can just do that. And the thing about the soap is that if it touches something that doesn't need soap, it disappears, so that it doesn't take up more of your soap meter. The bottom right there, the orange bar. Because you only get a finite amount of soap at a time, and you have to clean it off to get it back, which is a much better way of doing it, in my opinion, than the first game did, where you had different types of soap for different types of things, which, while more realistic, isn't as fun. So. Trying not to waste as much of it as I can. By waste, I mean put on stuff I don't plan on cleaning. But that always happens. Yep, that's it. So yeah, these are all the things I have. The adaptable nozzle means I can change how much I am doing on the fly. Pretty cool. Turbo is this really rapid one that seems to spin a little bit. This is just a bigger version because it's got two of them. But as always, we stick to the basics. See? Barely have to touch it. And that stuff disappears. The sound coming in and out there is based on where your cursor is. If your cursor is over an actual object, it makes that the sound disappears. And it's not dead on the cursor, like it's bigger. It's basically just the center point of your spray. And it does get louder and softer depending how much you got on, which is nice. Ah, yes, I thought I forgot the outside. Okay, good. That's like one of the only things that actually gets put down properly whenever you right click instead of this, which I don't want to put up because it's gonna annoy me. Normally when you like place ladders, you can't put them back down on the ground. You have to just place them somewhere else a ladder can go. And it frustrates me to no end. So I just put the ladder down on the ground. This is very messy. I think I was just like the sound of the green one better. Yellow's good too. Red's a bit too loud. More intense, I should say, not loud. Underneath. Now that's all separate. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know why I was just like. Sometimes the right click doesn't work properly if you're too close. Right click's what lets me keep it doing this like, continuous stream instead of left clicking every time. Right click just does one click and it's on. Sorry, I had to crack a knuckle down. Oh yeah, back to what I was doing before. See, I get distracted sometimes. Nick did mention my response to the ending of Act 1 of Expedition 33. So I did kind of want to... Well, I'm not sure how I can clarify it really. Because I know it's... I guess I thought I said it in the review. I know it's a very odd stance to take. But it's not really something I can control my feelings about. And that's in part because of what I read afterwards, which I still can't say because then Frank would never be able to watch this until he finishes the game. But I will give a very minor, inconsequential spoiler that's more foreshadowing, which is Mael did say she hates liars. And that's all I'll say on that for now. Might do more when Frank has finished the game. Heck, maybe we'll just talk about it instead of doing this indirect talking. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Of course you tasted the water, you goddamn freak out. Not that I can blame you, I'd do the same. forbidden soup. You know? On a completely different topic. I recently found someone that actually referenced something that I reference a lot. And it's one of my... It's not really a tick. What is it called again? Stim? Yeah, I think that's correct. Which is head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to your forehead. I said head on, bitch. Try it directly to your motherfucking forehead. From a disaster movie. Remember those old parody movies that definitely would not fly if they were made today? Yeah. Do kind of miss those style of movies because they were just jokes. People should not take that sort of shit seriously. But they do. Bit like how Tropic Thunder could not be made today because, you know, blackface. Still not seen Tropic Thunder actually. It's like a lot of those types of movies I haven't seen because it's not really my type of movie to watch. Though I want to watch it, like, it's not made for me, it's made for whoever the fuck wants it to be made for. It's like I get very, not offended, but like a weird mix of confused and weirded out when some of my friends say they haven't seen some of the more popular movies. But then I'm in the same boat, just a different type of popular movie. And chose to. Like Frank sent me a edit of Ruby, and I'm like, have not seen it, my guy. That's Ruby, RWBY, by the way. In case anyone was confused. And it's not that I don't think I'd enjoy it, like, that's never my issue. It's just, I struggle with starting new things. More than ever after I kind of came into terms with the fact that I am autistic. It's kind of just like I stopped trying so hard to fit in. Need to go down here actually. So I guess it's just a part of me that's rebelling against doing the popular thing because it is popular. Not a conscious choice I'm making, by the way. I would love to be able to watch more stuff. But then it also comes into the fact of another issue I have where I feel like I'm wasting time if I'm not actively doing something, and for some reason I don't consider watching something actively doing something. Again, it's a very weird and wrong mentality to have. I understand that. Does not mean it's easy for me to change. Also starting to realize I'm kind of using this as talk therapy because I don't think I'll ever be able to open up to a therapist properly. partly due to my fear of being perceived. And I use fear in the, not like I'm scared of it, but avoid it at all costs type fear, like a phobia type deal. Well, not a phobia type, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain because it's not like I'm scared per se. But I know it's considered a fear because I try to avoid it at all costs. In the true meaning of the word phobic, I'm phobic of being perceived. Like resistant and it's my antithesis and whatnot. Like how hydrophobic means it's just water resistant. Water will just bounce right off it. Got a lot of things that I need to work on as a person. Whether they ever get done or not is debatable. Like, I'm just gonna keep calling it the fear, so my fear of being perceived extends to mostly me doing things like work or chores. I don't like people watching me work. Even if they're not actively watching me work, I don't like being in someone's line of sight while working. Because I feel like I have to perform in a certain way. It's completely irrational. I can't shake that feeling. It's like I never like doing the dishwasher when people are around. But if someone's not there, easy. It's done in a heartbeat. Sorry, just stretching. Get a bit stiff sitting down. Plus it's currently early morning. So I'm still a bit stiff from waking up. Back on topic, I find it easier to talk about shit like this. Because I'm not actually talking to anybody really. There's still a lot I'm censoring and not saying because definitely not letting that shit out into the light of day. But hey, it's a start, right? I think every time I say something that's slightly too risque or in a depressing type of way, I get like the concerned looks like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, sorry. You're not the right type of audience for that, I guess. Like sometimes it can be just sort of a joke. Other times it's stuff that's a little too real for what the person was prepared to listen to or hear. Why don't I do it? Because that's annoying. example, I keep thinking back to Sarah's reaction when I said I didn't plan on being alive this long. But he visibly kind of freaked out a little. I'm like, that's not a normal thing, isn't it? My bad. A bit too much for a first session. Right. Okay, I'm gonna move this on her. Or I could just, seeing as it doesn't really matter. As far as I know, there's no way to cycle backwards through them except for the scroll wheel. But not through these. Like, this is just me pressing 3. As far as I know, there's no way to go back down, so I have to go all the way through if I want to go back to normal. I thought it'd be a lot quieter this morning, but guess I was wrong. So sorry about any background conversation you're picking up from my parents. Because like I said, I will not be editing. I considered it when I wasn't going to be speaking during this, but yeah. I really cannot state how much I hate my own voice. There's probably something more there to it, but that's for another day for me to figure out. Why isn't... Oh, this side. I thought I had that already. I'm gonna try and finish this before we end. It's not that big of a job. All things considered. There we go. Can't delete that. Oh, missed that. Anyway, I apologize if some of these get a bit too deep, because I know that my more watched episodes due to the content it is, where you don't really care about the gameplay, and you don't have to care about the gameplay. Because it's just power washing. Like, I commonly refer to this game as Yap Simulator since I started doing these. Alright, I think I've done everything on the top part of the truck. This part's gonna be annoying. Yep, pipe and pipe. Don't know if I will keep this till the end of the job though, because I'm not sure what else I have to say. And I don't want it to be just long stretches of silences. Of silences? Silence. Because that isn't great. Do the side post then. Ding, ding. Jumpy, jumpy. Running down. Jump. Go ahead and jump. You're part of that, yeah. That's fine. Like in other jobs, these signs would be separate. There's not something on top. I was going to say there's definitely something on top I need to get, but no. Yep. Just wanted to get this part. Ah, can't reach that, goddamn. Yeah, let's find this. I ate breakfast, but I'm still kind of hungry because I also have a lot of breakfast. Ah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I started and stopped a new round of meds within the span of a few days. Because the doctor recommended I try mirtazapine. I'm like, sure, why not? Soon found out why not, as I gained 3 kilos, or 2 kilos in 3 days. Which, as you might expect, made the mental health worse, not better like it was supposed to. So I went back, got confirmation that I could just stop it. Well, he recommended doing day on, day off for the rest of the week. I'm like, I've taken 3. I don't think I need to worry about withdrawal effects from 3 days and 3 different pills. The lowest dose you can get of it. You know? So I just stopped then and there. And the weight did go down a bit, so you know, it worked. Like, it was nice to have an indication on the scales, proving that I was right and it wasn't just, you know, overreacting to shit. What am I missing? Every now and then I forget how the buttons work in this game. Let's go from this side. I don't know what's fighting for a while. since I found out Linkin Park's coming in March, I kind of started to just randomly sing their songs again. Yeah, they added Adelaide shows to their Australian tour, or an Adelaide show to their Australian tour, as well as one in Hobart, I believe. Because originally they were only going to the main cities that they always go to, or that every band goes to when they come to Australia. Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. Just the East Coast. It's really annoying. Like, I get we're not as bad off as Perth, because we get added more often than Perth does to Australian legs of tours. That's because Perth is just so far out of the way compared to everything else. And then everyone avoids Darwin for obvious reasons. It's out of the way, the weather is terrible, and crime. I'm pretty sure those are the reasons, because that's all I seem to hear about Darwin. I'm no expert. I still stand by my statement about Linkin Park though, where I don't like them doing most of the old songs that Chester originally sang. Because she does not sound as good. I forget her name. Should look it up. Okay. Linkin Park singer Emily Armstrong. Because I do like her voice. I think she is a good fit for the newer stuff they're doing. She doesn't have the same emotion that Chester had. And that's okay. I just wish they would pretend like it didn't matter, because it does matter. That's my only gripe with their whole stance on it. Because music is emotion. That emotion. That's the fucking point. Did I do that? I did. Okay. So now it's just the wheels and the underside, I believe, are in the shed. These definitely had invisible grime on them. Okay. You're so hard to clean. Oh, that's fine. Inner part of the circle on this side. I'm trying to push through and actually do what I said I was going to do and finish this job before I finish the recording. Just racking my brain trying to find things to talk about that aren't too heavy. Unfortunately, I'm a very heavy person. One thing my doc, but not my therapist, spoke on is that I possibly should try dating again. just conflicted because I've always had the feeling that if you don't love yourself, why would you expect anyone else to? And that's not fair on the other person to go into a relationship when you are as emotionally damaged as I am. Because I know I have issues. My last relationship proved that to me immensely. Like, proper relationship. I don't really count Monique as one, because yeah, there's just a whole lot of weirdness there. It could have been, but she didn't let me in. I'm glad I was able to cut that off then and there instead of doing what I normally do and hanging on trying to force things to work because I wanted them to. But now I was talking about Rachel and how I handled that thing abysmally. Like, I was manipulative. Not intentionally. I never actually wanted to be, but I was. I can't excuse that. A big part of the reason why I refused to even look at people younger than me after that, because she was only 2 or 3 years younger than me. But that was bad, and I should have known that from the start, because I've always been more, not mature, but an older soul. I've never really connected with people my age a lot. You guys are kind of the exception though. But I've always felt more at ease with people older than me. And when I say older, I'm talking like 10 plus years older. Like, playing footy as a kid, didn't really get along with the kids much, aside from a couple. Footy as an adult, got along with them a lot better. Well, playing footy with the adults as a teenager, I got along with them a lot better. And I think it's because they were more mature, so they wouldn't like poke fun and shit, I would say, and do it as much. Because they were mature enough to realize that it's unintentional. Oh. I don't do this. Haven't done any of it yet. I kind of miss it. Because it's effective. Tires are so annoying to clean in this game sometimes because of all the different edges they have on them. Yeah, look at all that orange. Look at all those chickens. Something else that'd be funny if you guys could see it but can't is that I tilt my head when playing this game sometimes. Like I was just tilting it up and to the left while I was cleaning there, like trying to see better. Yeah, I didn't think I could climb these ones. Jump button doesn't always work when you're sprinting, because you sprint a lot faster than it wants to work. There we go. wanted to stand back up, but if it don't have the room, it won't let you. And you can't, like I said, you can't cycle through crouches the same way you can't cycle through the links of your power wash extension. So you have to go all the way back to full standing before you can go back to the middle crouch. And even though I was standing just there, it won't let me go back, because I was a little too close to that. Finicky physics. I missed the entirety of that text conversation. But like I said in a previous video, I usually don't pay attention to it. I'm here to wash, not to read. This tire's to roll up. Ah, sorry, I got the other side. Never mind. Yeah. Sometimes it's not as satisfying when they do that. Take clean. It's not as bad as the first game. The first game had a lot of roofs that were not cleaned properly. I'm just gonna check the length of this recording real quick. Where is the links? Ah, it has been an hour. I'm nearly done. We're nearly done, like 20 minutes away. We shall see if I had where I want it and that I didn't crouch. But we shall see. Doesn't matter, it's a little bit longer. Not like I'm trying to hit any length goals short and long otherwise. It's also amazing how time flies when playing this game. I definitely don't play this game whenever I know I have to be somewhere or do something, because I will lose all concept of time. Like, honestly felt like only half an hour had passed for me. Yapping, thirsty. No, and this phrase has to be said, I'm gonna say it anyway. I have no expectation of you guys watching everything I put out on this channel. Like, if you do only watch the Power Wash because of the type of content it is, fine. That's where most of the important talk is gonna happen anyway. And by important, I mean the talking that isn't directly related to the game I'm playing. Because as I've mentioned before to you guys, when I'm playing a game, most of my commentary is likely to be about the game itself, unless I find a tangent I want to go off on. In which case, Frank will probably bring it up when he eventually watches it, because I feel like he's going to watch everything I put out regardless. Just a matter of when, not if. If only because he said he would. I think. My memory's a bit fuzzy sometimes. I might have just imagined that part. Oh, thank you. 3 more wheels than the undercarriage. does that any quicker. It's also quicker to do the soap without the free aim because it doesn't like stick very well. Like I miss all those little spots. Like some of them are apparently unnecessary for soap because they're already spot cleaned, but I find it better doing it this way, more consistent. These 2 tires took all of my soap. More or less. Yep. The bonus is that now I can just white. Not entirely sure how much I'm missing here. By that I mean how much I've still. Oh, I missed one of those. Okay. Ah. I guess I could ask if you guys wanted me to talk about anything in particular. I could when doing these. Can't promise that it'd be good listening, but I can try. Like, what would you like Zane to yap about? Look at all those chickens. Get off the ladder. I said get off the ladder. Dun, dun, dun. Panoramic clean. Yeah, like you could ask me to talk about personal shit, other real life shit, like what I think about certain things going on. Stop going on the ladder. It could range from like, I don't know, geopolitical shit that I somewhat know about, to informing me of that sort of stuff, to just the state of games and content and all that. Like, for example, why I currently hate Nintendo and more or less refuse to touch anything they do. Like, I can't promise it's well reasoned. Just promise that I have a take on it. There we go. Alright, should just be the undercarriage stuff now. Home stretch, baby. Huh? I just thought something like my YouTube recap, which is its version of the Spotify Wrapped. For the YouTube music recap, I should say. It's not like a recap of all the different random Smosh videos I've watched throughout the year, because that's most of what I watch on YouTube. But I actively try to not be as heavily into Sleep Token compared to everything else, and I still got top 0.4% of listeners. Because if it was like I did last year, I would have just listened to only their album on repeat for months. Like the new one that came out, even in Arcadia. But I'm like, Zane, listen to more music, be diverse. And yeah, I still got top 0.4%. Shows my taste and how much of a trade code that band has on me. Like, how people say it's bad, I don't understand. Like, it's not basic. It's not predictable. It's predictable in its unpredictability, if anything. Like, I get saying you don't like it personally, but that's fine. Saying it's bad is just wrong. Like, you can't say something's bad when it's getting Grammy nods and even winning Grammys. I'm pretty sure it won. Well, I think it won for one of them. It was up for two. I think album and I think Camel and Emergence both got nods. If not Camel and then the album itself. Sorry, spittle. But yeah, that brings me to another thing I do want to do a like mini rant about. When I say I don't like something, it just means I don't like it, not that I dislike it. Those are two different terms. I wish people would stop confusing them. Like, I dislike people as a general rule. For example, well, actually, that's not an example, that's a statement. My bad. Because I have nothing to really compare it to otherwise. Okay, so I think better is I don't like water. But I actively dislike Coke Zero. I should say Coke Zero, there we go. I don't like Coke, but I dislike Coke, like Coke Zero and Diet Coke. Don't know why I want the water there when, you know, regular Coke exists and I'm quite about it. Like, and in a more dichotomous, I think. I really like Pepsi Max. I actively dislike regular Pepsi. And I absolutely hate pretty much most other Pepsi variants they've brought out. Mango was in the don't like category, where it's like, yeah, won't actively seek it out, but I'm not gonna spit it out and not finish it. Vanilla Pepsi's closer to dislike than don't like. Don't know why, because I actually like vanilla Coke. And the other like fruit variants they've done for Pepsi, probably dislikes. So I'm pretty sure I didn't finish any of the other ones. But yeah, back to the original topic where I actually dislike and don't like. Two different things. Please stop making me have to explain them exactly. Ah, Mr. Wing Mirror Mount. Is it this one? It is. I missed both. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna blame the fact that I thought it was part of the fence. Why am I stuck? There we go. Truck body, air brake, tanks. These. And the truck bed front trim. Ah. Is that like one of the very first things I did? It is. Right on the lip here. Well, yeah. I think that's kind of a perfect stopping point because I definitely ran out of things to say. I'll just let this finish. Go back home. And just a quick look at... See, this is the amount of jobs I've already done in this game. I'm pretty sure this is already equal to, if not more, than the main game jobs in the first game. I definitely haven't counted either of them, but it just feels like it to me. What's the next one? Ah, that could be fun. Pun intended. Alright. Ciao.